Yeah, I'm trying to accept it, but it's moving. What's with this? That option is actually grayed out. View in YouTube. What the hell is going on? What? Yeah, I'm watching on my phone. Go ahead. Yeah, I can see on my phone. Screw it. Yeah. Yeah. She's standing there on a balcony. That's what I see. Aw. No. It's... Oh, she's on her way to skip ahead. It's all dark now. Wait.
I don't know how, but he always seems... Perhaps it's... We have many exotic plants here in the palace, but sunflowers are my favourite.
She's moving now. And she was messing... She commented on the sunflowers. So. The whole thing stopped. I don't know what happened there. Hurt. I'm not seeing any live streams that I can view. I'm on your channel right now, but I don't see any. I see your past. I see your past live stream, and then I see the video that you uploaded from Fallout 4, your liked videos, and the 2 people that you're subscribed to. And that's what I see. Well, that's what's on here. Yeah. Owen Jones and me. So that's what I see. I don't see it on. I don't see it on here, but I believe you. Like it's on my phone. Like it's playing right now on my phone, but as far as the PlayStation, I don't know why, but I can't access it. This is ridiculous. Got it. Yeah. I see the chick. She's like near the ledge in the corner.
We have many exotic plants here in the palace.
She's at the
It may
telescope
not be
now.
befitting of a princess, but this isn't the first time that I've climbed into... I used to look into the woods for days on end, imagining what the world beyond would be like. Now I know, and I think I miss it.
Yeah, it's definitely a little clearer.
Cheep Cheep survived our past adventure, even if he'll insist on exactly the opposite. He told everyone for months how he defended me from all the evils of the world and then only just escaped with his tail feathers intact. Hey, Cheep. Most birds love a mirror because they believe they can see another bird in it. You just love them because you can't get enough of yourself. I would be a bit less unbearable if I wasn't incarcerated in here. When I was out there with the humans, it was the first time that I had the feeling I could detect... Yes, it was dangerous. Doesn't that go with the territory? A life without risk, that is so... Oh, you don't understand. If I could, I would go right now. You want to stop me? Just like last time. See you later. Yes, of course I'll be a good girl and stay in my room. Mother's locked me in, as if I was 200 again. Since I secretly escaped from the Elf Burrow last year, she's taken... Since Nate left without saying so much as a word, Mother seized the opportunity to marry me off to a proper elf prince. So far, I've managed to frighten off every candidate successfully, but she's starting to lose her patience. Since Nate left When Nate and the others lived here, Nate often made intimations that were to do with the bed. I don't know why, but I know Mother wasn't happy about it. She moved him to a guarded guest room at the other end of the castle. And Cheep Cheep was ordered never to leave my side. Water from the Spring Brook, the little stream that rises here in the castle and provides for the whole valley. People come from far and wide to drink it. No, I'm not thirsty. Normally this bowl... Presumably Mother has decided... Wilbur didn't know that autumn would last for years to come and that elves don't... Mother looked at the hat with so much revulsion that I didn't take it off for days. Wilbur just beamed with pride. Cheep Cheep likes to look at his reflection. He strikes a pose and then tries to impress himself with it, and succeeds most of the time. Hey, Cheep Cheep, I need the mirror. I only need it for a minute. Oh, he's not budging, and his pecs can be damn painful when he puts his mind to it. A delicate, sweet scent. It reminds me of a wood. Apologies, I need a few of your seeds. A friendly gift from nature. Cheep Cheep, would it be possible for you to stop admiring yourself for 2 seconds and move over to stuffing your beak instead? Don't say I never look after you.
I'm still watching.
Pearls, precious stones, sparkling earrings and necklaces. All the stuff I have to wear at official functions.
Not sure why, but that bird
If it
is
were up
really
to Mother,
amusing.
I would have trunkfuls of this stuff, and a wing of the castle would be my wardrobe. She just can't understand why Pa and
Yeah.
I aren't into this sort of thing.
Now he's back up on his little...
Not while Cheep Cheep... The plant... It's my mirror, really, but Cheep Cheep will probably miss it much more than me. A guard with a spear and shield, and like all elven figures, immaculate. Elven craftsmen have centuries to perfect their artistic skills. Only when everything is always perfect, then isn't everything always the same and somehow unimportant? An envoy from the Far East gave me this. Wherever I go, I always have its tune in my head.
Puzzles you have to solve?
The music box closes or... Hey, withdrawal symptoms? I just need the music box a minute. You don't need to turn your head away from your beautiful reflection for 1 second. Come on. Shh. It got dark and he's simply... No matter. I can now enjoy a few moments of peace. The door's locked. I'll have... Let's go. As expected, no one here. My parents are in the throne room ruling the lands. Or rather, Mother is. A fairly small, unattractive tree.
Huh. I'd like to see how attractive you'd look if someone disturbed you on the pot in the morning.
You mean...
Anyway, what can I do for you, my little beauty?
The garden always looks fantastic, Arbor.
Thank you. It's a girt load of work. People always think elf gardens are fabulous by their very nature. But you need a mighty good gardener.
You have got green fingers.
Ah, that's just moss, my dear. Happens if you spend all day grubbing around in the earth and don't wash your hands properly in the evenings.
What are you up to today, then? Got much on?
Oh, the usual. You know, it never rains in the Elfborough, but the flowers need their water, so I water them every day.
Ah, the curse of good weather.
The weather isn't the only thing which isn't right. I've been here 30 years, and for 30 years we've had autumn.
Time passes differently in the Elfborough. Slower.
Flowers.
That's why everyone grows to be ancient here, obviously. But if we had a bit of normal weather and the usual seasons, there'd be a lot more variety.
Knock it
here.
off.
Nowhere are the trees so green and healthy as here in the elf world. You tree shepherds do a great job.
Tree shepherds? The trees just stand there. Why do they need a shepherd? However, I quite fancy one of those shepherd dogs. Hey, Rex, do you want to be my shepherd dog? Nah, my darling, I'm a gardener. Nothing more, nothing less.
Mother put me on a diet this morning so that I'll look perfect for my wedding.
Oh, everything has to be perfect for her. No such thing in nature, of course. Or rather, everything is perfect if you just let nature run its course.
You tell that to Mother.
I have, many times. She'd be very clever in some things, but very daft concerning that.
Now then, she is the queen.
I'm old enough to be able to call a spade a spade. Spade, gardener. Get it?
You and Father, you get along well, don't you?
Ah, no one understands more about nature than him, that's for sure. But I don't often ask him for help. Thinking has never got a field dug, if you get my drift.
He's just more of a theorist.
Ah, the mud on your feet, the smell of fresh earth, all that joy and life. And he's missing out on the lot by just sitting around up there and doing nubbit.
I have to get on.
Yep, got a bit to do
pretty
myself.
clear.
I just don't know what's wrong with that plant over there. Your mother got a whole heap of flowers given to her the other day from a fairy delegation. All of them took good and strong, just not that one.
Perhaps it needs a special type of soil or something.
Well, anything's possible. If I don't think of something soon, I'll have to ask your father. He can have a little chat with her and she might tell him what's up.
Yeah, he's walking now.
If you're going in, it'd be nice if you didn't tell my mother that you saw me out here.
Oh, you playing hooky again? My lips are sealed.
A lovely spot, so long as the bees who have built their hive directly above the bench. It doesn't look very well at all. It's unusual for flowers to hang their heads in this garden. Normally they blossom in our good earth, not to mention the power of Arbor's green fingers. I don't know the names of all the plants in the garden. Grandmother knows them all, which is probably down to the fact that it was her that gave many of the plants their names a few thousand years ago. Shite beerwood, sweat tea, dodder flower, fat hen, bistort, stink root. We no longer invite her to family gatherings. This is Mother's mirror. It's said that you can see into the furthest corners of the land and know what's happening. At the moment, it's no more than a shallow bowl. Arbor's pot, literally. A handy smooth stone. The earth looks dark and rich with worms squirming around in it. Presumably the earth... The spring brook emerges up there. It's still small here, but it becomes one of the largest and most important rivers in the woodland realm. There's a selection of cubes here. For a while, it was all the rage at official state visits to give geometric presents. Several books about animals, an atlas, a book about humans. Actually, more of a brochure. And what's this? Fishing for the moderately talented.
Looks like that.
A great example of the
Looks like
variety of
Sully
our
from
world's fauna.
Monsters.
Some of the ideas Mother Nature has can be quite off the wall.
Oh, I see that. I can solve one.
What have we got here then? Aha! Ah! Almanac of Elf Medicine. That's what I've been looking for.
Ow! Be careful, if you please.
A speaking book?
An ill elf?
I haven't been feeling too well recently. I'm sleeping badly and have no appetite. I know that elves are very seldom ill, but if it's not that, then it must be some kind of magic or curse.
Seldom ill does not actually mean never ill. Elves can, for instance, suffer from a broken heart.
Oh, please.
It is one of the most common causes of death amongst beautiful princesses.
Oh, it must be something else.
Sensitive elves can sometimes suffer from the pains of the world. There are a variety of ear-infecting else.
Like what?
To be completely certain, you must mix a potion and drink it.
Are you serious?
Very.
Are you actually qualified to make a diagnosis? And why can you talk?
I am a magical medicine book. That actually serves as an answer to both of your questions.
I've never encountered a talking book before.
Of course not. I am the only talking book here. That's the problem. In the magical library in Seastone, all books can talk. Things really get cooking there, believe me.
I demand to know this instant what sort of illness I have.
Sometimes it's better not to know.
I can take it.
A placebo only works when one doesn't
I was
know
about
that it
to
is a
stop.
placebo. Make the potion and then come back and drink it. Then we'll be sure.
And if it's lupus?
Have you been bitten by a wolf of late?
No.
Then it can't be lupus. No, I'm pretty sure it's something else. Now, that potion, drink it, and then I can tell you more.
All right, this potion. What goes in it?
It is very easy to make. You need to pound together the green fruit of a metis bush, a spoonful of honey and a red herring, and then mix with water into a viscous potion.
Oh, that sounds revolting.
It's medicine. It isn't supposed to taste nice.
And if I drink it, I'll be well again?
We will then at least know what is wrong with you.
A red herring. Are you serious?
Of course, why not? Red herrings are known all over the land as particularly useful fish. Their uses in the areas of medicine, cuisine, and literature are too numerous to mention.
All right, so I've got a red herring. This metis bush, where can I find one?
Haven't a clue. I'm just a book and have spent years sandwiched between dusty hymnals and a tome of revolting recipes.
You were probably given to us by someone from Seastone, right?
Right. I was a complete idiot and actually volunteered. As I am a book about elf medicine, I didn't get much to do in Seastone. I thought to myself, hey, this is your chance to get some practical experience. Wrong.
Yeah, we elves don't get ill much.
And more than that, you don't actually have much time for books. This is the centre of the elven kingdom, and just look at how paltry this library is.
We don't have much use for books. We sing songs about times past, and many of us were there at the time.
Then that's probably also the reason why so many elves stand around in white.
What do you mean?
Allow me to elucidate. Over the years, the songs you elves sing will be changed and adapted, a little here, a little there. This editorial process is nothing more than refined elvish propaganda, presenting them as intelligent and morally impeccable. And who can prove otherwise? There are no other witnesses, and there are...
Ill elf? So I look ill. What's wrong with me?
Take it easy, young one.
Young one. I'm older than you.
And you look it, too.
I do?
No, of course not, and I can also see no illness. But the mere fact that I've been fished out from the back of the shelf for the first time in centuries tells me that something is wrong.
Thank you. I think that's all for now.
Normally, it's me that ends patient consultations. You are only a princess, but I am a doctor.
The door can be opened easily from the outside. If it was up to me, it would stay open. I could use the bowl to prepare the medicine in. A spoonful of honey, the green fruit from the metis bush, a red herring and a little water. Crush and blend until a... Oh, sounds revolting. Water's the easiest ingredient to... That should do it. The medicine book reckoned that it should be a viscous potion. A delicate sweet scent. It reminds me of a wood over in the west. A present from one of the northern kingdoms. Strange folk up there. The men climb mountains and shout foul-mouthed things in dragon's language at the dragons. I think it's some kind of test of courage. Each cube is significant and comes from a different country, but I never really paid much attention. Mother thought it was I don't think... I convinced Mother not to have the hive removed. However, should she be stung, then the bees are... I don't have any time to rest. If it were possible to hit fish with stones, who'd need a rod? That leads up to the throne room. Mother will be conducting the affairs of state with an...
I'm a little behind you, so I'm not really sure.
I really shouldn't... I should tell Mother how her daughter... well, she'd be delighted. Do you need a couple of big fat worms to loosen the earth up for you?
No thanks, I've enough. I breed them in my pot.
No idea what kind of bush this is, but it's red. If I learnt one thing in the woods, it's that... There are reeds and water lilies growing in the pond. Naturally, I can't think of any use for a water lily, but a reed could come in handy. I don't really know much about reeds or pines. Isn't there a turn of phrase like, as long as the bees are wide awake and buzzing, I don't...
No, I popped my wrist.
The willow is one part of the waterfall.
And that actually, I said, no, not at all. I'm not bored. I popped my wrist, and it kind of hurt. What?
Swords of all the
No.
idiots who have tried to conquer
A
the
little
elf
too
burrow.
emo for me there.
It's become less frequent over the last few centuries.
Mm.
This flower clearly is one of them. It comes from a country. It's said that the flower of this plant used to be sent as a A few years ago, this dragon was causing a whole lot of grief. A bounty
Almost
with
2 a.m.
40
your
brave
time,
warriors
or shouldn't you be
penetrated.
getting to
The
bed?
strange thing was,
Huh? Just worried
sometimes
about
they look as if some bored art. Perhaps there are a few practical hints. Season with a successful technique.